Yeah, based on this chart, it looked like West Indies, Pakistan is overall favorite. Under 15 there. You mean to tell me that West Indies all out for 15?
Welcome, Sports Nation, to Sports DTM, the sports channel where we call sports down the middle. You can expect the latest in sports news, views, and reviews from our resident analysts. No sports topic is too controversial, and no team or player is above criticism. So just smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to make sure you don't miss out on our balanced offering of riveting sports content. And don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Welcome to Sports DTM.
Greetings, Sports DTM fans, and welcome to another episode of Sports Down the Middle, your channel of undiluted sports content. Raymond and I are here to talk about the West Indies' first matchup in this tour of Pakistan, and they will be playing a T20 match. Three T20 matches in the series, the first one coming up on Monday. And we will be doing our prediction and looking at which team will win and which team are going to lose, right? Ray, how you feel about the match?
Yeah, finally some another T20 against a really top ranked team. We didn't get to play them in the World Cup, so we wonder how we fare against a team like that. They have been super impressive during the World Cup. It's unfortunate that they never make it to the finals. And so next, let us see how West Indies young team, fare against a big side like a Pakistan.
So if I am to share with you the stats, the statistics on head-to-head, both they have played 15 matches or 16 matches between them. Pakistan winning 12, West Indies win only 3, and 1 with a no result. And we'll get to the no result later. But on this chart, we're seeing the average score or runs scored by Pakistan over the 16 matches is 142.1. The average score by the West Indies over this series of matches as well, the 16 matches, 115.1. Certainly not what we want to see going into this series. And the highest score by Pakistan, 205. West Indies, on the other hand, 166. Pakistan minimum score, 82, and West Indies minimum score, 15. Ray, based on this head-to-head, what's your thoughts? Do you think West Indies have a chance at all against Pakistan in Pakistan?
No, it doesn't look good at all. It doesn't. I'm hoping that because out of the 15 games we won 3, I'm hoping that there's a possibility, and I hope and pray. And we know how it go with the drama field playing of the West Indies and so forth. I'm hoping that they make it super competitive and push Pakistan all the way to the end. And if that is possible, maybe sneak a victory. But based on stats, current form of teams, I'm not seeing a victory at all.
I mean, when West Indies last played Pakistan, it would have been in that warm-up World Cup match prior to the World Cup tournament. And we thought West Indies would have done much better. And I guess Pakistan showed their intention, having not gotten the chance to play together for some time because of different reasons. They dominated that match. West Indies batted first and made 130 for 7 off 20 overs. And we recall Pakistan beat it off in about 15 point something overs, 131 for 3, clearly indicating to the world that Pakistan is in tip-top shape and West Indies falling down.
Yeah. So that result showed us that how powerful Pakistan was, and showed us that we needed to do some work. That one that is a little better than the average. If you notice, that 115 was our average, and we pretty much did way better at that. But nonetheless, it showed how powerful, as I said, Pakistan was, and we had some work to do. And I'm not sure how far along we have how much progress we have made from the World Cup on that game to where we are now playing Pakistan again in this T20 game.
And looking at the stats on this minimum 15, it is not saying that the West Indies was bowled out for 15 runs, Raymond. It meant that there was a match in August of 2021 in Guyana that the West Indies played against Pakistan, and West Indies batted first and made 15 of 1.2 overs. Of course, the match was interrupted for rain, so Pakistan never bowled out West Indies for 15. The match was interrupted for rain. In fact, in Guyana, that's typically one of the reasons. I think, if memory serves me correct, it was for rain. So the match was abandoned. So it is not that Pakistan bowled out West Indies for 15, but based on how Pakistan ranked number 3 in the world ICC T20 ranking, West Indies at number 9. 15 is 15 possible.
No, not do them that. Not do them that. Them. You see, so what? Some of the things I'm not seeing. Pollard is not there. And you remember that saying around, we do whatever it takes to get runs on the board, and if it even means we'll push the ball a bit and run and not so much hitting for the boundary. We have some young legs in the team now, with a little bit of experience, and so I'm not seeing this 15 runs possibly at all. So that must be a joke question or a trick question because I don't know a zero to that. Put some respect on the player's name. I don't know a zero to that. There's no way 15 is possible.
Fans out there, forgive me, but who are you looking forward to as the game changer? Who are the players that we should look forward to make a difference in this tour of Pakistan for the West Indies, that is?
Yeah, it's tricky. So we're expecting the experienced Darren Bravo to actually show. Of course, Shea Hope. We're expecting him to put on some runs. I remember you were saying that he was batting slow the last time in the test game. That should be
Right.
behind him. I'm hoping. And Puran, Puran being the captain with lead with his bat and talking because that's very important to encourage the players. And he's being the captain. And I remember when it was wiki keeping, he would always be the one talking and talking. And so when you see him with the captain band, that is no surprise because he's one of the person who talks a lot and get the team motivated. And so if he's able to motivate them and show up with the bat, then you can expect some good showing. Anything over 140, should be good enough. We know how powerful Pakistan is, and it's really tricky. But anything over 140, 45 thereabout, show that we have made some improvement, and the youngsters is making some advances and improvement.
Uh, aren't you hanging your hats short though when you ask for 140? Even though the power hitters are not there, Universe Boss, the Andre Russell, the Evan Lewis, the Shamar Etmire, the Pollard, the the older, just to name a few, right? The Lendell Simmons, just to name a few are not there. There are the Brandon King, the up and coming, the Kyle Myers, who made his name with a double century on that tour to Bangladesh when all the big names were out, and has been a constant in the test team for some time. Since there is the Rahman Powell, there are some other players who are on the cusp and has been knocking on the door, and they have now gotten an opportunity. So I'm expecting a little bit more than 140 to start off this first match. I would love to see if they bat first to make a score in excess of 180, closer to 200, seeing that Pakistan highest score against them was 205, and then to defend it.
All right. Well, all right. So I'm trying to be realistic. So I'm trying to be realistic. I'm said anywhere between 140 and 150. I'm trying to be realistic. If you realize our max score with them is 166. So to say 205, that's their max score against us. So that is something they are more familiar with playing against West Indies. But in me trying to be realistic, I'm hoping that if we put up 150, you understand, close to a max score with our young players, we're able to feel and tighten the screw on Pakistan and put some pressure on them. So that's me defending my point and speaking to being optimistic as well. I mean, yeah, I'm being realistic. Sorry, that's what it is.
Brother, the Pakistan selectors have rest some of their danger players, you know. So the playing field should be a little bit more level.
Yeah, it should be. It should be, but we all know. I mean, the homegrown play a part too, and so that might actually, you know, push it in their favor, and they're more familiar. So I'm not seeing even the resting that it brings us on par in a sense, and so I'm still sticking with the 150 and hoping that we tighten the screws in the feeling.
I I am seeing Pakistan taking this one. Who you think will win?
Boy, it's sticky. It's sticky. Yeah, it if I go down the middle and being honest, it has to be Pakistan taking this one. I'd be surprised if West Indies win. I want them to win. I want excellent performance from all the players from West Indies. But I'm just seeing Pakistan having way more firepower and everything to actually come out victorious in this game.
So there you have it, sports DTM fans. Another episode of Sports Down the Middle. The West Indies cricket team will tour Pakistan and will play their first T20 international against Pakistan on Monday. And we would love to hear from you. What's your thoughts on West Indies versus Pakistan? Who you think are going to win? Who you think are the game changers? Who should the selectors select in the final starting 11? Should they go with all spinners? Should they go with a mix of spin bowlers and fast bowlers? Leave all those comments in the comment section below. And always remember to like, to share, and to subscribe. And to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell all of them friends to come and join the Sports DTM family. This has been another episode of Sports Down the Middle. Be blessed.